Look at the cash bubbling. Look at the cash bubbling. I'ma need all the fries you can give me, all the hot sauce, all the pie you can give me. Better be all or nothing, don't have me in the middle. You better be all you can, yeah, in the limit, yeah. Super fly for the Dumbos, plenty slides like a shuffle. Hit the cadence on my young Isaac Hayes, Billy Ocean, about the old with the cane stick. Let my slippers at the function. It's hard to run the Gucci slides. That bet you say you didn't never. I'ma stand up. Jackie Chan, no travel. Can't clean it with the beat. Dripping from the. No, Lord, not me. I can never be the one you wanna stuff for. Money, that machine. They fell Gamma store. R.I.P. the times that I was broke. After life in 9/11, folks. Matte black, liquor clean. Dead presents in and I'm a local. Cooking up canard. Waiting for the antidote. Running out of time. Patience thinner than a penny hoe.
Over here and empty your pockets. I don't do that. You might press me. You do what I tell you. Get over here. He's gonna get this.
We are just a stone's throw away from the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame as we get set for football at First Energy Stadium in Cleveland, Ohio. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Pittsburgh Steelers and the Cleveland Browns. Both of these teams about to reach the halfway point of this NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he's able to get it up close to the 35, but hang on here. Penalty marker down. And this one might be going the other way. They'll run with Marshall. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down.
Nice play right there to stop him behind the line, but I want to see how this defense continues to play him here in the first half.
Yeah, we know. You know better than I. He has the ability to take over a game, so what do?
Yeah, I think you have to make sure that you bottle him in at varying levels, because if you crowd everyone to the line of scrimmage, if he breaks through, it's nothing but room to run.
To throw here, Roethlisberger. Flushed out right. And he'll be brought down, it looks like, right at the 15. All that gets him is just a yard, and now it's third down.
And him running the football is not something that defenses spend a lot of time preparing for, but this guy has a survival instinct and a knack for knowing when exactly to do it.
On third down, Roethlisberger. And he coughs up the football near his own goal line.
On plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
Good blocking there, nearly sprung him. As it is, it'll go as a 19-yard return. And the Browns have a short field in front of them now as they take over first and 10. First and 10, Mayfield into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Akello Witherspoon, and the return stops at the 39-yard line. Landry, the intended target, He had a little bit of the turnover bug last week, 3 interceptions. Not an absolute disaster, but another one here. Do you start to get a little worried?
You worry about your team as a whole because you have to find a way to make those interceptions, quote-unquote, go away, and that means your defense. They've got to go out there on sudden change and at least hold people to field goals. And if that keeps happening, they lose confidence in the quarterback, and then no one plays well.
And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down. On second down, Roethlisberger. Buying time to his left. Give him 7 there on the tuck and run, and they're in better shape now for third. They snap it at 1. Now it's Roethlisberger. Going top shelf for Smith-Schuster. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Terrence Mitchell. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Boy, Brandon, that's what I'd call an ill-advised pass right there on third down. I mean, you just need a yard or two to keep the drive going. Instead, he's trying to hit a home run. You've got to really like your chances if you're going to take a shot like that.
Mayfield going to lead the Browns up now, 1st and 10 at the 20. They'll run for the first time with Johnson. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. You need your wide receivers as blockers. Sometimes they get a hold.
The big runs are often a result of what they do on the perimeter. In this case, got caught holding, and this one will come back.
So following the hold, they're in a bit of a hole here with a 1st and 20. Throwing, Mayfield. Screen play, Johnson. Good move by Duke. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. A good pickup there on first as the screen pass gets him 8.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid game.
Detroit! 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 Detroit!
Second down, Mayfield. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And down he'll go at the 25. The reception good for 7. It's third down. Now Mayfield. Eluding the pressure right. He can run for it, and he will. And he'll be brought down right at the 30 here. Now, after the punt on that play, we've got a man down on the field. While the trainers take a look, we'll step aside. So on 4th down, Britton Colquitt on to punt. They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. And this will be taken at the 13. It's a nifty return of 29 yards. And the Steelers will go on offense here, 1st and 10. And Pittsburgh getting set to take the field. And this is a unit that, to be frank, doesn't look like they've woken up yet. I mean, a punt and a turnover on their first 2 drives.
And I think the game's starting to take shape a little bit now. And I'm going to take it into the basketball world. When you're having trouble scoring or moving the ball in basketball, what do? Get it to their best player, right? Find the matchup, create it, exploit it, and try and move the football.
And he's going to take this across the 50 into Browns territory. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be second down.
Let's go now.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll be brought down, it looks like right at the 40. It's a 9-yard gain, and it keeps the drive moving.
And there we see an early burst that makes him one of the leading rushers in the league.
Well, I want you to know, I listened to you yesterday when we were watching film. You said write down the word vision for him. It was on display there, wasn't it?
It certainly was, because he allows the blocks to set up in front of him. And if that continues, there'll be a long afternoon for those guys trying to...
And the Browns pressure gets to him that time, and he's going to go down. Jamie Collins in there to make the sack. He buries him for a loss of 10. And the job becomes twice as difficult now. After the sack, it's 2nd and 20.
4 down. Set. Blue 30.
Back with Charles Davis, Brandon Gaudin. It's Steeler football to begin quarter number 2, but they face a 2nd and long to start things out. From midfield now, here's Roethlisberger. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. They get 14 back, but it leads now to a 3rd down.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
Blue 30. 22, 44.
From the gun on 3rd down, it's Roethlisberger. Flush to his right. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield, complete. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop him. And they're able to convert on 3rd with a solid gain of 23. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. From the red zone now, here's Roethlisberger on 1st down. That is caught at the 7-yard line. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down. So 2nd and inches after that 1st down completion went just shy of the marker. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. Just a gain of a yard, but it's going to set him up with a 1st and goal.
Well, that was a unit that understood exactly where the 1st down marker was, handed it to their guy who could run it, created some space, and he got there.
Get him down just shy of the goal line at about the 1. 2 yards the gain on the keeper, and it's 2nd down.
Well, they had that one sniffed out. Excellent run blitz. Stop that one for a short gain.
What makes a good run blitz a good run blitz?
The ability to stay on task, to follow up your assignment, go to the gap you're supposed to cover, and not be deterred by anything else.
And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Steelers. Joshua Dobbs, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Steelers are able to strike for 6. And maybe the defense caught a little by surprise there that he took off and got in?
Yeah, I would think so, because if you're analyzing it from that side of the ball, you're thinking running back, fullback. Takes you a while before you get to the quarterback.
Extra point right down the middle. And that makes the score 7-0. That'll be taken in the end zone. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. And now Cleveland geared up to take the field. And the results for them have not been strong to this point. 2 drives have ended in a turnover and then a punt.
So would it be too snarky for me to say that they've shown improvement? Because you had two drives with turnovers. Now they punted it away, so at least they didn't turn it over. So that's good, right?
You're going to get some angry users reaching out to you on social media.
Well, I don't mean to be. I was actually looking for the positive. Silver lining, you know.
Being chased out left. An open receiver, that's David Njoku. 10 yards there to start the drive, and just enough by about the length of the football for a first down.
On any given pass play, you never know exactly where your exit points are going to be. On this play, he was flushed to his left, still on the run, able to accurately throw the football for a nice first down.
And this is caught by Fowles, right side. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. So a decent game, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. The only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
They're backed up here with a 1st and 20 now after the holding penalty.
Slow.
From the shotgun, it's Taylor. Oh, he got position on him, and he pulls it in. 23 yards on the play. That's what we're used to seeing from him right there. Plays like that, why he's number 4 in the league in terms of receiving yardage.
Able to make adjustments all along the way. Doesn't matter where he lines up, where he releases from. Working his way into the secondary, figures out defenses and finds weak spots in order to get open.
Throw left side, caught by the tight end Njoku. And he'll get it down here to the 43. Now after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. Well, he gets attended to. We'll step aside. That first down completion only netted him 3. 2nd and 7. Throwing again, it's Taylor. Oh, it stays up, but he can't get away forever, and down he goes.
I think you saw the same thing that I did there, partner. Remember, he's their backup quarterback, so the last thing they need is to lose another one right here on the sack. Looks like he's going to be okay, though.
Yeah, he looked like he was favoring something in the left leg. Appears to be fine now, but you're right. That O-line, they got to protect him. 3rd and long. Taylor and company hoping to regroup after the sack. From midfield now, here's Taylor. Steps away to his left. Now he'll let it go on the run. Deep left side. So they took a shot there on 3rd down. Couldn't get it. Now it's 4th.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
They'll throw on 1st down with Roethlisberger. And that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about. Clearly wasn't outside of the tackle box. There's your penalty.
And accompanying that penalty, a loss of down.
They lose the yardage, and, of course, they also lose the down on the grounding call, and it's quickly 2nd and long.
Take both of them.
Now they'll run it on the toss. And he's going to be taken down here at about the 10. And now a timeout called defensively by the Browns, as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important third down. Out of the gun, it's Roethlisberger. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off at about the 31. And he'll take this back down inside the 20. That interception sets them up beautifully already in the red zone.
And you can hear it all the way up here. Oski, everyone turned to block, find a spot, and now they're set up inside the red zone for their offense.
Slow. Slow.
A first down carry here for Johnson. And he's going to push his way down to about the 12.
Slow.
On second down, Johnson. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up third down. Now Taylor to throw. Dancing to his left. He may try and run for this. Taylor able to use those legs of his to pick up a first.
These type of plays are backbreakers for a defense. They thought they had him hemmed in, thought they were going to get him on the ground with the pass rush, but were unable to do so. He gets away, picks up a big first down, and sets up first and goal inside the 10.
They'll try and run. This is Johnson. And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. He'll get 2 out of that run, and it's going to bring up a second and goal.
Looks like they're establishing a pretty good pattern here because they've been very heavy in the running game on the last 4 plays.
Under pressure now, and he's going to go down. Sacked back around the 8. Cameron Hayward able to get in there and drop him for a 2-yard loss. The Browns on third down, just 1 for 3 thus far. They're looking at a 3rd and goal here. Here's Taylor to throw. To the right and complete to Galladay. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Cleveland. As his guys are in for 6. And the Browns are within an extra point of tying this thing up. Point after, right down the middle. And that is going to tie our game as we approach halftime. So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. And Pittsburgh getting set to take the field. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Set! Blue 30!
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And he was hit as he threw it there, and it forces it incomplete.
This defense has been very disruptive early on as they force another one to go awry.
Seems to be the front and the back end. Pass rush, they've been able to get home, and they're taking the ball away in coverage as well.
I love how you put it together. The front and back working in sync, only way to play good defense.
Once again, they'll come up on the 26-yard line, 2nd and 10. Second and 10. It's Roethlisberger once more. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. Give him 9 on the play. And now prior to this 3rd and 1, we're going to get a timeout here as they stop it with 11 seconds remaining in this first half. And the Steelers on 3rd down, just 1 for 3 thus far. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation. From the shotgun, it's Roethlisberger. He sets to fire deep. And Big Ben intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off at the 28. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half. Likely time for one final snap as they start out 1st and 10. They begin the drive with Johnson. And he's going to be taken down here as that will lead us to the end of the first half of play. Well, why don't we hold off on the halftime update after all? Seems like everyone's ready to go here for the second half in Week 8 in the NFL. That'll be taken in the end zone. Now a hit and a loose football. So a teammate picking him up there, that was nearly disaster.
And the way that you coach these things, you want to make sure you have eyes towards the return guy because you want to make sure that the catch is secured. A lot of teams do that. They have at least one guy. Okay, you're responsible for making sure he secures the catch. He's not always the one that makes the recovery, but he can always sound out the alarm. Hey, ball's on the ground. We've got to get it back.
Taylor will bring the Browns up 1st and 10 right at the 30. They'll throw on 1st down with Taylor. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
Now, following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a 2nd down and 17.
Slow. Two jet.
Off the play fake, here's Taylor. And that one got tipped, kind of threw everything off. It brings up 3rd. So, Charles, tie game here. What are your keys as we continue to play this second half?
I know people think it's always trite when you say the same things over and over, but they're tried and true in the game of football. Who's going to block better? Who's going to tackle better? In this case, to me, it's turnovers. You've got to take care of the football in order to win the game.
The Browns on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 17. Play action. Now Taylor. Throwing deep for Galladay. And incomplete. A disappointing drop there defensively by the rookie. And now 4th down.
Sometimes we wonder about play calls, but this one made perfect sense to me. He's got the only touchdown that they've scored in this game. Tried to get it to him again on another deep ball.
Here's Britton Colquitt now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. That's taken on the 25. A big kick, 50 yards that time with a return of 4. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. Time for the Steelers offense now to get set for their first possession of half number 2. Their defense did its job, yielded no points. Now it's the offense's turn.
And how much fun is that when you set things up to start a half and you just tell you guys, hey, if you can shut them down, get it back for our offense, we can roll. And they played out perfectly. Now, can the offense do what they wanted to do at the half, which is find those weaknesses and now attack them and score some points.
And break this tie. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, You and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
On second down, here's Roethlisberger. Got an open man, it's Washington. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. It'll go as a gain of 6 that time, and it moves the chains as well.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he...
And he's taken down. This will be a Brown sack. Larry Ogunjobi in there to get him for what will be a loss of 13 yards. Now then, after the sack, it'll be interesting to see what they have planned for 2nd and 23. They go play action now. Roethlisberger. And running with power here. His throw incomplete. And Charles, got to like what this defense has been able to do these last couple of plays.
Yeah, they get the sack on first down. Then they force the incomplete pass. Now they're just a play away from getting the football right back. But it's a big play. They've got to hold up.
And the Steelers on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This will be 3rd and a mile. Play action. Now Roethlisberger. Now he's going to throw it deep to the other side of the field. And a shot taken on 3rd down, unsuccessful. 4th down now.
We've seen these defenses make enough opportunistic plays to keep this one low scoring. Flying around, making plays on the ball, and we see yet another errant throw as a result.
On is the punt team now as this one's sent away. Landry now on the return. A good return there, call it 13 yards. And the Browns will take over, 1st and 10. Heading out as the Cleveland offense now as they get set to take over here. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
And they'll start the drive on the ground with Johnson. And he'll push his way forward to about the 32. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down.
Well, they're hoping that the second half is better for him than the first half. They've got to find a way to get him going. He's a big part of their offense.
That's it, baby.
Now Taylor to throw on 2nd down. To the right side, and he's got Landry complete. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's 3rd down. The Browns on 3rd down. 2 for 5 to this point. Here it's 3rd and 2. They'll try and run for it. Here's Johnson. No gain there on the play, and that's going to leave them with a 4th down.
I know they want to go for it here, and I know that their fans want them to go for it. But listen, I'm going to play head coach right here and look at the facts. Tie game, plus, even if you get the first, you still got a half a field to go. I'll go ahead and punt the football myself.
Here's Britton Colquitt now. He's been terrific so far. That'll wind up being a 50-yard punt, though they do get 10 back on the return. And out will come the offense as they take over. The Steelers offense now, they get ready to head back on the field. The crowd may be losing just a little bit of the edge after back-to-back punts.
They want some big plays. They want to see some offense. They want to see somebody break away, whether it's through the air or on the ground. Now it'll be interesting to see where the patience is on both sides. Each head coach, can you hang in there and not try and force something that could put your team in some jeopardy?
Now problems right out of the gate. We're going to get a delay. That's going to set them back 5 yards. Play clock down to 0, and this is not the way to start a drive. And that'll set them back 5. Successive penalties have them looking now at a 1st and 20. And here's Marshall. So we got 3 of 1 tackle, but couldn't do a whole lot else. 4 yards on the pickup. It'll be 2nd down.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the 3rd quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
Now Roethlisberger to throw on 2nd down. And that's off the mark, incomplete. A pretty good coverage there, and both of these defenses, they've had good coverage throughout this one.
No doubt about it, and in today's NFL, where we're used to a bit more scoring, this feels almost like a well-pitched game in baseball on both sides, where the tension continues to build. Who's going to make the big play?
Now Ben on 3rd and long. Man open, that's Marquez Valdez-Scantling. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. His first catch, and it's a pretty big one. They get the conversion on 3rd down. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. This is Marshall, and he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. No gain on the play there, 2nd down. Now, they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the 3rd quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe he'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
On 2nd down, Roethlisberger. And the Browns pressure gets to him that time, and he's going to go down. Larry Ogunjobi in there to pick up his 2nd sack now of the afternoon. So the sack, and now a 3rd and long situation for the Steelers and Ben Roethlisberger. Play action. It's Roethlisberger. Open man right side is Smith-Schuster, complete. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. The passing game in rhythm right now for Pittsburgh. There's another first down. Roethlisberger now 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's 1st and 10. Now Roethlisberger finding his safety valve here. That's complete. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. And we're back now here in Cleveland. All even as we get ready to start the 4th. A pair of first downs gives them a 1st and 10 up at the 44. On first down, it's Roethlisberger. Open man is Switzer, complete. And he'll go down here at the 35-yard line. Give him 9 there on the first down completion. That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. Ben to throw again. Complete to Washington. And he'll go down at the 28. That one good for 7 as this long drive continues and the chains move again.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
Now a play fake here on first down. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Carl Davis forcing his way through there to drop him for a loss of a good 10 yards. So now 20 yards to go on 2nd down after the sack. Work to be done. From the gun, it's Roethlisberger. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
When I watched that play, I thought about what my coaches had told me in the past. The biggest teaching point, get your head around. Locate the football so you can make a play on it while it's in the air. That's exactly what he did there. That was nice.
This offense 2 for 2 on 3rd downs on this drive. They're in for a tough test here, though. 3rd and long. Now Roethlisberger to throw. And he's going to go down. They get to him back at the 40. Myles Garrett in there to drop him for his 11th sack of the year. The Steelers send out their punter now as he'll come on to kick this one away. Oh, it's a wobbler here. And good hustle here as this is going to be blown dead right at the 9-yard line. Now the Browns offense, they get ready to head back onto the field. They're going to have to go at least 50, 60 yards here if they want to ensure that they don't have to punt the ball like they did last time.
Yeah, so what you're saying is we're not playing to just get out of the shadow of your own goal line, right? You're playing to make sure the punter doesn't see the field again. So it's not picking up a couple of first downs. You want to pick up 5 or 6 first downs and make sure you move the ball into their territory.
They go to Johnson again. A gain of 4 that time as the drive continues.
So many teams want to throw the ball in this situation nowadays, but I love watching a team that has enough confidence to go ahead and run the football. In that situation, it's almost a tendency breaker.
Looking for more there on first down, but this throw downfield incomplete.
There's definitely contact there, but it's the fourth quarter of a kind of tight game, and sometimes the officials just say, let them play. Kind of like your mom used to with you and your brothers. Just take the broom to you and send you out to the backyard and tell you to settle it yourselves.
I like that, yeah. There was contact. I don't know, like you said, enough to warrant the flag. It was close, though. And again, he's going to be stopped up right at the line of scrimmage. And the trend continues here in the fourth like it was in the first, second, and third. He's had nowhere to run.
And you're probably thinking to yourself, why do they keep feeding him the football? Well, they trust him first and foremost. They do believe that over time he might actually pop one of these runs. But bottom line is he takes care of the ball well for them, so they'll keep handing it to him.
And an alley to run. The scramble good for a nice gain of 10 yards, but still fourth down.
That was a good effort there trying to do it on his own, but as a defender, you're in a tough spot because you have coverage responsibilities behind you, and if you take off too quick to try and get him down, he might loft it over your head.
So better. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. T.J. Watt in there to bring him down for a loss of 7. So now I need an explanation for that one, Charles. You're tied, fourth quarter, deep in your own territory. What was going on in their mind?
I can't even begin to imagine. I understand being aggressive. You know, how many times have you looked at me and said, are you crazy? Why would you say go for it there? I wouldn't in this situation. I'm not sure what he was thinking other than maybe he doesn't believe in his defense at all anymore, that he just says, I've got to go for it in this situation. But his meeting, the head coach's meeting with the GM and the owner, that's going to be an interesting one because he's out there offering an explanation for this one. And how about the defense? They had to look across the field and go, that's the ultimate disrespect, isn't it?
Yep. 9 yards is the pick up there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. They stay on the ground. This is Marshall again. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. Time for a break. We'll come back and see how it all shakes out after this. Some good games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch. Roethlisberger will hand a counter. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
But they picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
Roethlisberger to throw. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And he's going to be brought down by the face mask. Here come the flags. This is going to get him a first down. And now it's 1st and 10. A big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage. They'll try to run it in with Marshall. And he's in. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. Keith Marshall, his first touchdown on the year. And the Steelers are able to strike for 6. Well, this is blocked. Now it's scooped up, and this is a live football.
All I know, partner, is that with every play call that came in, there was a little discussion about, hey, we can seal this bad boy. We can really put ourselves in a great spot to take total control, and yet they find a way to cough it up.
Yeah, the 2-score game opportunity eludes them, and now a chance for the other side to come back here.
Yeah, that means defense has to go out there and make some plays themselves. So we call sudden change. Let's see if the defense is mentally ready to take care of it.
And now Cleveland geared up to take the field. They're down here in a 1-score game, but the time, it's a factor, but it's not a huge factor right now, is it?
It's really not, because this amount of time gives them a chance to run their offense, to go through play sequences. And this is what they work on every week in practice, usually on a Friday. they go over this type of a situation, late game situation. What are we going to do when we have the opportunity? They've called these plays a bunch of times. Now's their chance to execute them.
Yeah, they have the opportunity now. Here's the execution. They'll look to throw. Forced out to his left. Flexing his muscle at the 30. Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's second down. The Browns try to get back and set quickly here. Time ticking away.
Now, that was not a bad scramble there on first down. He didn't force it, nor did he throw it away. He was able to take off, and now he made it a very manageable second and short.
Throwing left side, it's complete. Now, whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense, as they get it with under a minute to go now in the football game. Back to throw. Escaping the pressure right. And that is incomplete. Kenny Galladay is intended receiver. And that'll bring up second down. So he's unable to complete it there, and just not the game that you would expect from him. He's been off the mark really start to finish.
Yeah, it makes you wonder what exactly is going on. Is he a little bit dinged up here, or is he just off just by a bit? Maybe he can get it back in this situation. He'll need to.
And he overshot him there. It's out of bounds, incomplete. He was looking to get it to Jarvis Landry that time. And it's third down. That would have been a tough catch, but in this 2-minute drill, those are the ones you really hope your guys come up with.
Yeah, you don't want your guy to be able to take the out because it was a tough catch. You needed him to come up with that one, because if he does, it alters the perspective of this 2-minute drill, doesn't it?
He'll look to throw. He's going to let it fly. And, oh, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Monte Nicholson picks it.
And that one? Oh, it's going to hurt big time. You're in the 2-minute drill trying to get your guys down the field, and it's looking like they're going to come up just short, as this is definitely not his best throw, and it'll wind up being intercepted.
Now Marshall. And he's going to be taken down here at about the 10. Charles, why didn't they just take the knee there?
You're asking the question that I'm asking as well, because we've seen a lot of football where coaches decide maybe they get a little greedy. I don't know if they're doing it for stats or for what reason. We've seen it happen in college. And how about in the NFL? The miracle of the Meadowlands. All they had to do was take a knee and the game was over. The Giants ran it one more time. Ball popped free. Philadelphia picks it up and wins the game.
What year was that?
1978. I think it was in November.
And all the way down to the 22-yard line. A big gain there, and that should certainly be enough to put this one in the win column. So barely time to catch our breath. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the red zone.